So now let's think about one company and their supply chain, right? So a company that everybody was already addicted to, everybody used a lot and a lot, but in this COVID-19 kind of environment, we're actually using more and more of them, right? We don't want to go out, so we're putting your orders there more and more. So think about Amazon. What do Amazon actually do? So what is their focus? So do they produce chainsaws or sofas or pans or whatever it is? No, right? So Amazon started actually selling books, and they were a website that were good in delivering products, and then start, let's sell other stuff and other stuff. So what they do is they actually connect you to the company that produce or to the company that have that on storage, right? And then later on they start storaging. So they move things and they store things to be delivered to you, and they sell those things in their website, right? So think about, all the complexity because we have millions of items on Amazon. So just Google it here and how many items they sell. So they sell more than 12 million products. So imagining kind of understanding and moving those products around, moving those products from the plants to Amazon warehouses, and then from the Amazon warehouses to your house, and then to the house of millions and millions of people. So a very complex supply chain, right? That you have to move all those products to the network. And on top of that, this is a chart that kind of tells how many people were they estimating to have on Amazon Prime, right? So you guys have Amazon Prime? Probably you do, right? Because that's one of the best deals around, right? So we pay to get things delivered quicker to us, right? So we can see that millions and millions of people having Amazon Prime, and also we have millions of items that need to be delivered to these millions of people, right? So that makes their supply chain very, very complex. To make things more difficult, there's different, shipping standards. So how long do you expect to receive a product today? By the way, I want you to answer that question, okay? Whenever I ask a question, you have to answer. And now you guys saw me in my pajamas. Yes, because that's the only time that I have to actually record those videos is 10:20 p.m. or when my kids are all sleeping. So, uh how so going back, right? So how long should take to deliver a product? Well, if I asked that question 5 years ago or 10 years ago, people would say, okay, 5 days delivery is okay, 4 days delivery is okay. But what happened is that with Amazon Prime and all these kind of new technologies and all this promise that Amazon makes to us, we are expecting to be faster and faster and faster, right? So 5 days was a good delivery time, maybe 5, 6 years ago. Now we expect things to be delivered 2 days or to be delivered in one day, right? So we want them to be faster and faster, a very complex network that have to move things around and move the information around so you get exactly what you want when you want. Do you guys know what Prime Now is? I know when you're not answering me. So Prime Now is the service that shocking doesn't exist in a metropolitan area and cosmopolitan area like Columbia, but exists in other cities like Charlotte, New York, San Francisco, bigger cities, Atlanta, which is a 2-hour delivery, right? So you shop, and they pick your stuff in a grocery store and deliver to you. And actually, I'm using other services that are very good in delivering things to you. So other companies are also kind of managed to do a similar job in terms of getting grocery store delivered to you very quickly. So this next slide is just an example that I did uh, when I was a few years ago. So I put a Charlotte uh, uh, address there, and then I put my order. So it was a little before 2 p.m. on a Thursday, and they could deliver me in 3 to 4 windows, so 1 to 2 hours delivery window, and they could do that for me. So very quick, kind of getting the product that you want when you want it, right? But of course, do you guys think that I bought it? So I selected a bag of chips, and the cost of the chips was $2, but there was a plus 10 to or $5 delivery, right? So 15 delivery dollars to deliver the product in 2 hours, right? So the cost doesn't make sense yet, but someday it will, and other companies are also kind of doing something similar for a grocery store. I'm getting a very, very good service from Instacart. So they deliver for different grocery store. For me, it's Publix, Kroger. They do Target as well. So that's one kind of these services. And actually, I'm using it a lot now.